I really doubt about last one, but apart from last one, everything is there. So
Okay.
right now you are organizer, Kanan. So you
Yeah,
click
yeah.
on that recording button now.
Yes, yes, yes. It's recording now.
Yeah, so it will record in your laptop, and once the session is finished, it will be available in your laptop.
Okay, okay. That's fantastic. And
Right.
yesterday's
So
one, you have it right, so you can upload it later. Yeah.
sure, sure. I'll upload. I'll
Yeah,
upload.
yeah. No worries. Yeah. We'll proceed.
Right. So the initialization event is basically used for defaulting your selection screen values.
Yeah,
That's what we were discussing in the last class.
yeah.
Say sometimes what will happen is you will get some sort of requirement to provide your own company code here or your own plant related search help. That means here you have a F4 button here, right? So
Hmm.
in case if you want to provide your own F4 help on a company code, or if you want to provide your own F4 help on plant number, for example,
Hmm.
here plant number is there. So if I wanted to provide a plant number, here they are providing based on plant number and their search term, postal code and city. And but you want something differently, something like every company code inside where what are all the plants are there, something like company wise you want to search the plant number or
Okay.
some other kind of plant number searching you need.
Yeah.
So in that case, what you can do is you can create your own F4 help
Hmm.
with an event. The event is called as the event is called as at selection screen on value request for which field you want p underscore works.
Hmm.
You want this your own F4 help for
Hmm.
the parameter p underscore works.
Okay.
So I'm writing the event at selection screen on value request. At selection screen on value request is to provide your own search help.
Yeah.
But for what field, what parameter you want to provide? For p underscore works I want to provide.
Okay.
So here I will say perform set own help for works. That means for
Hmm.
plant or whatever. So this is the description. You can give any description. If you don't like this, you
Yeah.
can give your own description. Double click on this, create a subroutine. So inside the subroutine, I would like to write some code. I would like to write some code which can provide your own search help to the particular
Hmm.
field.
Yeah.
So there is a function module called F4 if internal table value request. So this is
Hmm.
a standard SAP function module. So just remember the name F4 if internal table value request.
Hmm.
So to this function module, call this function module. This is standard SAP built-in function module. So for this, if you provide a search help, that means if you provide an internal table
Hmm.
here,
Hmm.
so that internal table will be displayed in the pop-up. So
Okay.
what I meant to say is when I
Yeah.
click on when you click on F4, a
Yeah.
pop-up comes, right?
Yeah.
So if you provide an internal, for example, I will provide an iTab here against
Yeah.
to this value tab. I am
Okay.
providing an iTab.
Yeah.
So in this iTab, if I have a material number, that will be displayed on the pop-up. If
Okay.
I have a plant number, that will be displayed on the pop-up.
Okay.
So now how you like we will design this internal table. So now what I'll do is I'll say data iTab
Hmm.
type table of here you choose your own structure. For example, I'll declare my own structure in this case. Types begin of ty underscore plant plant. So and see here I will say end of ty underscore plant.
Hmm.
So I want to put some fields.
Hmm.
For example, let me go to some T001W table or somewhere so that I can pick the plant /n SE11 T001W is the table I'm looking for to pick the plant numbers, because this database table has the plant numbers, but I just wanted to check whether it has a company code wise plants or something. Kunar is there or Lifnar is there? I don't have a company code. Okay, fine. So what I'll do is I will just get company code and its name. That's it. So only these two fields I wanted to bring from this internal table. So company code is works. Okay. So let me go back to my program. So go into the internal table, go into the structure which we are doing now. So in this structure, I'll just put Kanan, are you able to hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear now.
All right. So I'm taking basically two fields over here, works and name one. So like this, if you want to display several fields, you can take several fields in your structure and then provide the structure here, internal table type ty underscore plant plant. So here I will write a select query, select my plant, that is works, and its name from T001W table and put it into internal table. Internal table name is itab. So once you get the data, pass it on to the function module. So this function module basically has written with some code which can display a pop-up with the internal table data. Okay, so now for this function module, we need to also give some more things. What is the return field? So when you double click on the pop-up, to which field it should return back the value? So there are several fields on your selection screen, right? So in your selection screen, you have a company code also, you have a plant also, you have a purchase number. So there are several fields on your selection screen. When the pop-up opens and when you double click, to which field it should return back the value? I wanted it to return back to return field is works. I'll say plant is a return field. I'm going to return the works. And there is something here called DynProg. That means DynProg means current program name. So you are right now using this function module in current program, that is called as SciCprog. Do you remember SciCprog? What is this? System variable. Long back we discussed. There are some system variables, right? That is a current program. Cprog means that is also current program. Then you have Sci datum, Sci user, EIT, and so on. Similarly, it is asking current screen number. So that is Sci DYNNR, current screen number. Pass the current screen number to this DynPro field. On the screen level, you declared your parameter as a p underscore works. Then value arg, here there is something called as value arg. Provide it as a string. That means yes. So now save it, check it, and activate. Now execute this. Now for the plant number, you click on this. You will get a plant and name one. So whatever is there in your internal table, in your internal you have only plant and name one. In case in your internal table you have more fields, those could have displayed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then when you double click, for example, I double click on plant number 1500.
Mm-hmm.
So this, whether Munchen should go back or 1500 should go back.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So that is what red field is. Return field we
Okay.
have given inside, right?
Yeah.
So that is what
Okay.
Munchen should not go back. So
Yeah. One should.
1500, that is
Yeah.
works should go back.
Yeah.
Works should go back and sit in which field? P underscore works.
Yeah.
Here on the selection screen, the field name is P underscore works.
Yeah.
Okay, and the internal operation is happening in the form of a string. So that's why we have given value arg as yes.
Okay.
So double click here. Now 1500 went back and sit over here.
What is it? Yes, I don't understand.
Yes means S stands for string. We have several data types, right?
Yeah,
So
but
we
why
have a
is
character,
coming here?
integer, numeric. Because
This is numeric, right?
here
That plant is.
sorry.
This is numeric, right?
No, the thing is, it's not a numeric. Maybe you can see it's a character, but there are two fields. So two fields you are putting together in a string to display in the pop-up. Let me show you what happening. This is character, plant is character, you can see.
Okay.
Name one is also character.
Yeah.
But there are two fields, you are combining two fields, creating a string, and that string you are displaying on the pop-up.
Both we are combining, yeah? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so in order to display on the pop-up.
No, hold on. How you say this combining?
We are not doing it like it is written inside the function module. The code is written inside the function module.
No, how do you say they both are combining? Where it is combined?
You can go and read the description of this or documentation of this function module. So if you want to go and read the documentation of this, go here, go to documentation.
Mm-hmm.
SAP generally provides the documentation of this. In case the documentation is not there, yeah, see here.
Mm-hmm.
What is the functionality?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So here you can see when you provide, what happens is when you provide value arg as yes.
Mm-hmm.
So the option should be used for new developments or something. But inside somewhere what happens is the contents inside your structure. That means the plant and name one, works and name one, whatever you declared in the structure.
Mm-hmm.
So that will be combined together. So whatever you declared in this structure, so that will be combined together.
So there is read field, right? That read field refers to the value to be written. No, what is
Yeah,
it?
because you have a works here, you have a name one. For example, instead of works, if you declare something like plant here, for example, PLANT. Okay. Now see what happens. So I'm getting the data into the internal table. Will I get the data into the internal table? Yes, I'm getting it.
Yeah.
But when I display the data back, for example, 22,000 double click on that. See what happens. Paris is going out.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's not going back the data.
Yeah.
Now, why it is not going back the data? Because it is not works. Return field is works, but here plant is there.
Mm-hmm.
So both are not matching. So here you give works. Then whatever the content is there in this works will go back and sit in the F4.
Okay. Mm-hmm. If that is the case, here only return field only we are supposed to change, right?
Return field only we are supposed to.
Can you go back? That in return field where you are given works, here, right? Here instead of works, the return field. Okay, here instead of works, you should have given plant. Only then system should get confused, right?
No, I didn't get you. Like here you want me to put name one or something. See
No,
here if
plant.
I put the name one.
No, plant what you type there.
Plant if I put, it will not, it is a mandatory field. I should pass at least some value to this. It's a mandatory field. It's not optional. If you go inside this function module,
okay,
and look in, look in the exporting importing parameters.
Okay.
So this is the importing parameter.
Okay.
So here see, all the checkboxes are selected except this. This is an optional checkbox. If the checkbox is selected means that is optional. If you
No, I cannot see the
pass it,
screen.
field is mandatory.
No, I cannot see
It
the
is not
screen.
selected. So you need to pass. Sorry,
No, I cannot see the screen.
you cannot see the screen.
Yeah, now it's coming. Go back.
Wait, then there is a lag. I will
Yeah. It's fine.
pause my screen sharing. I'll display once again. So now you can see.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is all other parameters, importing parameters of this function module are optional
Okay.
other than red.
Okay.
Red field is
Okay.
mandatory. You can see here.
Okay.
The optional checkbox is
Okay.
not selected. That is a mandatory. So you must pass a value to that from the program. You cannot proceed. You cannot give a blank value.
No, I said plant, not blank.
Oh, okay. So okay, you mean to say here plant, the return field I should put a plant, right?
No, there you give us.
Yeah, then you will get correct data.
No, there it is works and here it is plant.
No, even then you will not get a right data because in your internal table you have some other field. From here you are returning some other field. So it will not do it. So in internal table, whatever the field is there, that field you should tell that return it. Whichever is not there, how it can return. For example, I'll click on this, say for example 2000. So
Okay.
it's not good. So you got it what I'm saying, or still have some confusion?
Yeah, I'm still not that clear, that return field part.
Because see, in your internal table, what field is there? Works is there. So you should return works content. Why you are returning plant?
No, function model, what are we exporting? We are exporting this to function model. The works we are exporting, correct?
Works we are totally exporting the internal table. Whole internal table we are providing to the function module.
Okay. What are we importing?
Importing nothing importing. We are not importing anything. The function module is itself has a code. That code, what it will do is it will pick based on the name whatever you provide here. Based on that, it will pick the content of the particular field and put it inside the parameter.
Okay.
So inside the function module there is a code written for that already.
Okay.
So you need to specify which field to pick.
But how can you have a function model without importing any data? You should definitely. I mean, that's what my understanding is. Every function model will have exporting and importing. That's what I thought so.
No. Like it is importing something, but it is not required for us because inside the function module you can update something, right? So inside the function module, maybe you are writing some code to update a database, or you are doing something. Like there is no rule that always a function module should import something.
Okay.
So that's why you can see that all importing parameters are always optional.
Okay.
All importing parameters are always optional. All are commented if you see.
Okay.
If it is mandatory, it could have come something like a red field, uncommented.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, fine then. So let us go ahead with the next step.
Yeah.
Sometimes what happens is when you click on a particular field, for example company code, I'll click on F1. So when you click on F1, there is some documentation help is coming up. What is the company code means?
Yeah.
So this kind of pop up with some sort of documentation. Also you can provide your own documentation. So if you want to provide your own documentation, you can do it in another event called X selection screen on help request for which field you want to provide a documentation. I wanted to provide the documentation for P underscore MEATKL, for example.
Mm-hmm.
So I can provide my own documentation for this particular field. So I'll say perform
Mm-hmm.
set own documentation. Double click on this. Create a structure here. Types begin of TY line. With inside the line, I have a field which is of length some 70 characters. Type C. End of TY line. So now I am declaring an internal table. So data I tab type table of TY underscore line. Type table of.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a local internal table. So previously also in the other subroutine we have declared another internal table, if you see. That is also I tab. Okay, so this internal table is different. This internal table is different because they are declared inside the subroutine.
Yeah.
So the scope of the variable which you declare inside the subroutine is only local.
Local. Yeah.
Local. Yep. So now I will also declare a work area. I will say work area hyphen field equal to this is the own documentation. I'll say append. So after this append append my work area to internal table I tab. So what I am doing? So I have a work area. Inside the work area I have a field. Inside the field I am putting this is own document. This is my own documentation. So I am putting inside the field and I am appending the work area to internal table. Append work area to internal table means what happens is whatever the content is there on your work area will go and sit inside the internal table. Then I will clear the work area. So once the data I am keeping inside the internal table, whatever is there in the work area, I will clear it. Then once again on the second line, I will put something else like for material group. Something like that you provide. So now my internal table has two lines. First line has this is my own documentation. Second line has for material group.
Okay.
So like that your internal table has two lines.
Yeah.
So now
second time when you are appending internal table, why it will go to the second line? It may overwrite the first line, right?
No. Append means always go to the next line. So already if your internal table has 5 lines, so it will go and sit in the same.
So is there a command which will replace the first line? Hello? 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 Hello?
Kanan, hello?
Yeah, I can hear now. Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Like what I'm saying is, in case if you give an insert, what happens is the first line will be moved to the second, and whatever you are inserting that will occupy the first line.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so that will happen when you
Is there
say
anything
insert.
which will replace the current?
Yeah, there is something called as a modify.
Okay,
So
okay,
once you modify, then it will replace it.
okay, okay.
Right.
All right.
Right. So now what I'll do is here I'll go to the
Sorry,
pattern.
once again, that replace command, it will replace only the first line or the entire internal table?
See something like I'll show you otherwise. Say for example, I'll say I'll put one more line so that I will insert it so that you can understand. So similarly I will modify it and so on. So here I'll say for the material group for material group and its properties or whatever. So I have one more work area. So this work area I wanted to replace with this.
Okay.
So what I can do is modify my internal table from work area index 2. You want to modify the second line,
Okay.
second
Yeah.
index.
Okay, okay, okay.
So this is the syntax. Okay, for example, now let me put a charger.
So insert also comes with the index to, I mean index, is it?
Yeah, insert also comes with it.
Okay, okay. Then it is clear. Okay, okay.
Fine. So now after this, what I'm doing is I'm calling a function module to display a pop-up. So function module name is pop-up with table. So let us search. Is there any function module which can display my internal table as a pop-up? Yeah. So there is something pop-up with table. Pop-up to conform with the table, pop-up with the table display, and so on. So there are many function modules are there. So I can make use of this pop-up with table display function module. You can make use of any of that. So now here I am going to give a pop-up, but my pop-up should start at which column? I want to start my pop-up at 5th column, 5th row, and it should end at 25th column and 50th row or something like that. So I'm saying 25th row, otherwise I'll give 25th column or 50 column 50 I'll give, but 25th row it will end. So for this I want to pass my internal table I tab. Always it is good habit to enable exceptions, uncomment exceptions. A good developer always uncomment the exception so that some error happens inside the function module, he can get to know what is the size subversive value.
Yeah,
if we keep this commented, then he doesn't come to know what error is happening, and your program will go for a short dump.
Yeah.
In case some error happens. So here you need to provide a message, your own message. So if something is wrong, so you give a message error while getting document help. Type you can give an information or whatever. So save check activate this. Something we done incorrectly. So field spelling somewhere I given wrong in line number 139. 139 FIELD, right? So yeah.
Right now.
Okay, here. iTab tables is unknown, so because I have to provide something else here, title text, which I have not provided, which is mandatory. So title text, I'll say F1 my F1 help or something. So this is going to come as a title to the pop-up. Save it, check it, activate it. And execute this. So now let us go to the material group and then click F1. So it should open a pop-up.
Yeah.
And give, see, my F1 help is coming as the heading on the top.
Okay.
So this is my own documentation for material group and its properties. So second line is overwritten with the third line because of the modify statement.
Yeah.
And so on.
Okay. Let's debug how it is
Right,
going
so
to the
like,
second line.
Yeah.
Can we debug this? Let's see how it is going to the second line and third line.
Yeah, we can. So what you need to do is give a /h, click on, put your cursor on material group, press F1. So when you click F1, the control goes to the event. The event name is at selection screen on help request. Go inside this. So see your work area. As of now, your work area doesn't have anything. But when I click on this, this is my own documentation, whatever is came into this field. So now I am appending that to my internal table. So this is my empty internal table, but if I click F5, what happened now? This is my own documentation came into my internal table.
Yeah.
After that, I'm clearing the work area, putting again for material group into the work area. So my work area has for material group. Then I'm putting this into the internal table. So now my internal table has for material group. Now what happens?
When we clear,
For
why is
material
not, when we clear, it should clear that, right? Work area.
it will clear. For example, if you want to see that statement once again, I can take you there. Go to statement 145. So I'm debugging from 145 again. So it cleared the work area.
Okay. Okay.
So it's clear now.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. It is clearing only the internal table.
Okay.
I told that to clear only work area.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So now work area one more field I'm putting. So what is the work area I have for material group and its properties or something. Now when I say modify with index 2, you can see second row got modified.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now clear the work area. So already you have some content in the work area. Clear it. Then call the function module. I don't want to see what is the code inside this, because I know that this function module is to provide a pop-up and so on based on my internal table. So click on F6. The pop-up came in.
Yeah. Now,
Right,
while debugging, you said that we put here /h here, right?
Yeah.
/h, and then we can execute, right? Why you are clicking on this thing particular screen? Can you go back?
See, tell me one thing, like when you are getting the pop-up, while clicking on execute button or while clicking on F1?
While clicking on F1.
So you need to click on F1 to get into the code, right? So if you click on execute, how the code will run, which is running when you click on F1?
So you mean to say when I click on execute, it will start from the beginning?
Yeah, it will start from the another event, start of selection. The event what you are writing here is specific to when you click on press F1 on this particular field.
Can you go
Selection screen on the help request will be executed when you click on F1 on a particular field.
Selection. Okay. So while debugging, when I press F1, that directly comes here, is it?
Yeah, correct.
Can you just do it once again? Can you put your
Give a slash h.
Okay.
Click on function F1.
Okay.
So where it is, where the control is now.
Okay, straight away it comes here, huh? Okay.
It will come here. Similarly, if you click on F4, for example.
Yeah.
So when I say, for example, company code or plant number, go into debugging slash h and click on F4, function F4. So where you are coming in now, on value request.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So the events are for that purpose. At selection screen on value request is defined for F4.
Yeah.
At selection screen on help request is defined for F1.
Okay.
Okay. Right. So these are the two events which we learned today. Maybe tomorrow I will show you one more interesting event.
Okay.
So something like enabling and disabling the screen. For example, I'll select this radio button. So all this screen fields should disappear. When I select this radio button, all the other screen fields should disappear. Dynamic selection screen. So for that there is one more event which we can discuss tomorrow.
So like this, how many events are there approximately?
Approximately, I'll give you all the list here. You can see. First is initialization.
Okay.
Second one is at selection screen. So at selection screen has many sub events such as at selection screen on field, at selection screen on value request, on help request, then you have something called at selection screen output, on group. There are many things are there, but these are what we are using frequently. And then we have something known as a start of selection. Then we have something called as the end of selection. We have something known as the top of page to put the headings it is, and end of page, so to put the footer for your report. And then you have a outline selection. So this is used when you double click on a particular report and wanted to display another interactive report. Then at user command, and then you have a pf. So at pf is when you click on a function key, F1, F2, F3, F4 function keys, any one of the function keys, this event can trigger. At user command is to trigger your control when you click on a particular button. So sometimes you will have a button on your report output. If you click on the button, what should happen? So you can make use of at user command event. Then you have top of page during line selection. That means in your interactive report, what sort of heading you want. So these are the total events which we have.
Okay.
So these events are all the events which are having specific purpose. Each and every event has a specific purpose actually.
Okay.
Except I'll say end of selection. End of selection is not having any purpose.
Okay.
It is just defined to display the output.
Okay.
But even though if there is no end of selection, there is nothing going wrong. Like you can still display everything.
Okay.
Except end of selection, all others are having some specific purpose.
Okay. So other thing is that all these events, I mean the concept of event itself is relevant only for the programming. I mean for the what is this? The reports, is it?
I didn't get it.
No,
Yeah. So ABAP is a event driven programming. So we'll call it as event driven programming.
Okay.
There are different types of programming are there. Event driven structured programming. event-driven programming, and
Okay.
something called as object-oriented programming.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so there are different types of programming.
Okay.
So as of now, like we are into object orientation approach, but earlier, that means when ABAP is there, most of the reports you can still see with this event-driven approach.
Okay.
So each and every event will serve a purpose. But object-oriented approach is not like that. Object-oriented approach is slightly different, which has some kind of concepts. The object-oriented approach will run on inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction, encapsulation concepts. That is entirely different. So this is entirely different. This is an event-driven program.
Okay, right, but these events are relevant only for a report, correct? Not for any other programs.
Only for report means, for example, you are trying to utilize some BAPI. You are writing a program with a BAPI.
Yeah.
In the selection screen, you want to fill the initial values. Still, you need to utilize initialization.
Okay. Okay.
You are downloading a file.
Okay.
For downloading a file, you want a F4 help to locate where to place the file.
Okay.
You need to use at selection screen on value request.
No, say
Right.
for
So
example, in sales order, I want to replace a plant. I'm going for user exit. Okay.
using user exit. No, inside a user exit, no need to put this events and all. You just write the code. That's it.
This will not come into picture, right?
No. Only then there is a program, then it will come into the picture.
No, program means what do you mean? That is also a program, right? User exit is also a program.
No, a user exit is not a program. It's just simply a source code. It's a subroutine or function module. It's a function module. User exit. Inside a function module you are writing. It's not a program.
So what is a program mean?
Program means where you can see this attributes. Go to attributes. So these are the various types of programs which we have.
Okay. Oh.
If any one of this is called as program.
Okay. That's what you are trying to say. Okay.
Yeah. So if you are writing some code inside the function module, their events are not required. If you are writing code inside the subroutine, their events are not required.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Clear.
Right. So today I'll stop here. Then we'll meet tomorrow again.
Yeah. So now if I stop this, what will happen? If I stop this recording session, where it will go?
If you stop,
where it will get saved?
No, it is already saved in a table, right? So SE38, whatever the code you write, that will go and save in a table.
No, I'm asking about this GoToMeeting.
Oh, GoToMeeting. Okay. Okay. So in your GoToMeeting, if you go on to the top, there is some an option. See, you have some panel on your right hand side, right?
Yeah.
On the panel, there is on the top there is a flower symbol, and then GoToMeeting, and after immediately GoToMeeting, there is some arrow.
Yeah.
Which is showing downward.
Downward
so click
arrow.
on that, you will get option. Yeah, downward arrow. Click on that, you will get an options.
Okay.
Not options. Sorry. Go to preferences.
Okay.
And go to recording.
Okay.
There you can see in the bottom where your download is happening.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. It's in my documents.
Okay.
Yeah, that should be all right.
Right.
Well,